That was text, Jerry. All right, bro. Whatever else is in there. I'm just going to put the link out for Giddy there. Boots is coming in. There's Giddy there. Yeah, there's the link there, Giddy. Send it on to Boots there. We'll get him up.
Enter Sesame. Hey.
What's the story?
Yeah, Jerry, what's the story? All right, Mousy, what's the story, bro?
Sure,
Yeah, right,
microphone low, is it?
my microphone? No? Why,
I'm
can
up
you not
all the
hear me?
way. Just low.
Yeah,
What's the
no, it
story,
does that.
Luke?
It does
Hala
that
Park.
sometimes. Halal Park.
So is Boots coming across, or what's the story with him?
Yeah, he'll be in when he's in. I told him that, like, I sent that over to him there, so he should be in. But look, we get a few people in. Just don't rush the story yet. Bit controversial what we're going to talk about tonight. I think personally.
Controversial.
Yeah.
It's always controversial, isn't it?
Somebody always has something to say about it. Do you get me? Yeah, all right, Patricia, how are you? Good evening.
Patricia. Good evening. Good evening.
I'd say a few people come in, and anyway.
I'm all. Jesus, what the fuck? I'm all good, Luke. Yeah, all good, bro.
So the basis of the chat tonight will be, I called it the Great Takeover. Yeah. So people that are coming in from foreign countries are going to outpopulate us by having more babies than us, and we're going to be talking about women that go to the hospital, that go to have kids. Well, Irish women, and various other things, aspects to do with that. As how the takeover will overtake anything. You're right, Dr. Dre. What's the story? Is there a great takeover in this country? Will we see a great takeover in this country? Is Ireland going to be a different place in 2060? We're 7 years ahead of our time, believably.
Well, I was just on an English chat there a word ago, and they're thinking it'd be like 2050 before it's a full takeover in the UK.
They're saying Canada is 2060. There's Boots there.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the story, Boots?
What's up, lad?
All good, all good.
Are we talking about the great replacement that the lefties are trying to say is not fucking happening?
Yeah, the great takeover.
It's funny that every Western country is talking about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
For something that's not happening, for something that we're all paranoid about, we're all far right about, it's happening in every Western country. Did he think we're that naive to believe that it's not fucking happening?
You're right, you. It is scary, Patricia. Yeah.
How are you, Ron?
You're right, Ron. That's the story.
How are you?
2050, 2030. Things are out of control. Yeah, they seem to be out of control, Ron, but at the same time, there is a kind of rebel. There is kind of like civil war is touching cloth.
And that's not saying it lightly either, because that's the way it fucking is. Now, we do know guards do let a lot of things happen because unless there's crime, they don't get funding, they don't get high wages. You know, so they could be affiliated with all the fucking... Like
Are you
senior
eating,
guards
mate?
are handing down orders to lower guards, not not to interact with certain things with certain people.
Dude, so you having your tea?
I'm chomping on a bar here.
Yeah, I thought you were having your tea. I'm fucking munching away there.
No, I've been out in the garden there, fucking just finishing her off.
Yeah, we wait until a bit more people come in because otherwise we're repeating ourselves. And it's actually a good conversation, this is. The two Ronnies bring that up today, didn't they?
Mm.
What's their names again?
A&J.
Yeah, Trump just greenlighted 600,000 Chinese students visa to clear some debit between China. Whoa. Well, I agree that they should be together, China and America, because, like, listen, it's a bit of common sense, isn't it?
Well, China is relatively the new big boy on the block, isn't he?
Well, whatever. That's like at the end of the day, two massive countries like that could keep.
You see,
Well, China.
It's all about marketing. And if you have the biggest military, you have the
KO,
biggest
hope you're
market.
well.
Yeah, right, KO, what's the story? What about Japan? Do you see what Japan is doing at the moment? They don't want Islam there. They want Islam out. Forced
The
proper.
future, isn't it? Like they're somewhere in around 2050 now. They are.
Who?
Japan, they're really fucking high tech over there.
Yeah, they're probably high tech, but you don't want Islam in there. Everybody doesn't seem to want Islam there.
No, that's what I'm getting at. They're not gonna let somebody come in and knock them back to the fucking Stone Age where everything they're at to doing.
Japan has an Indian.
Look at all the Christian countries like Jordan, Egypt, fuck all the old Christian countries, Syria and all. The minute Islam comes in, that's it. That fucking desert wasteland.
Well, Ron, you're not too far off because we're 7 years ahead of what should be happening in Ireland. What took them like 25, 30 years to do in the UK, they've done it in a matter of 5 years in Ireland. So, yeah, we are being pushed on. Even Russia
Or
is
they're definitely playing catch up, Ollie.
Japan has the smaller.
I think they're trying to get Poland to play catch up, but they're not playing fucking ball at all, are they?
No, they're out without. They actually granted permission to
Look
open
what the Polish went through, Giddy. What the Polish went through in World War II. They're not going to let that happen again, and this is why I can't understand why what this country went through over the fucking centuries, from outside interference, and people still welcome it in, saying that the system would collapse without these people. That's scaremongering. No, it wouldn't. Not if your age are young to fucking and train them to go in and take up these fucking jobs and pay them.
I gather that, man.
You pay a student nurse that she's gonna be like, that'd be the best nurse you'd fucking get once you start paying her. Do you know what I mean? Start giving her like a proper fucking wage and not having her going in stressed out thinking, so I have to do all this now for fucking a couple of years and then go off and do training to actually become a proper leading doctor or nurse or something, you know?
Well, I was just looking at something there before. For this year starting, it's the highest ever of Irish people leaving Ireland to go to Australia. So it's an extra 2,800 people or something like that left Ireland this year than last year to go to Australia to get work. Like, I have to understand something, right? Our government is not paying sufficient amount of money for Irish doctors and Irish nurses to stay here. The replacement is the Pakistanis and the Indians and everything else for a lesser wage that they don't want to pay Irish doctors and nurses.
Labour with people who's not going to complain because they're getting citizenship in return.
Yeah.
You know, it's cheap fucking labour. They call it New Age slavery, call it. Because these people only fight for their parties. These people who's bringing them in, they know the Irish won't vote for them anymore. So you see them all running to these now when they come in saying, "Look, we'll vote for you," or whatever.
We
We want you to vote, but we give you citizenship.
just answering to Patricia there. A friend of ours that does be actually on TikTok, Sid. He's very, very well up on Bunrot. The yellow book, not the blue book. That's why it should be. They do want to come on if the money was right, but this is what I'm trying to say. The people that are here, that are coming here, that buying the certificates, they're based on the basic system of getting through the health system as in like a nurse, and they sometimes even fail those few exams, but still given the paper to go and work in Ireland. Do you understand? So we're still being pushed on by people that don't have the experience, that don't have the, like, there was one guy, somebody was saying this, I don't know if it was yourself, Boots, or Mousy, or somebody said this to me about an actual doctor that was going to be doing an operation, and during his break,
Yeah.
he was looking on YouTube how to do the operation, and was found
You're
out
saying
that
that
he had
wasn't it?
false documents.
They looked into him before he went in, and he bought his medical degree. And after that, then it came out that a lot of them
Yeah,
are at being
we were all,
found now to have fake doxed fucking medical degrees. Like they're not actual. They could be carers, but as in the thing, the lines of a nurse administering fucking certain drugs to patients. Like they're not qualified for it.
Patricia, yeah, we all met up with Sid and Fino. Sid is a good guy. I've always had a good time for him. I'd love him to actually come over here and talk about on Bone Rock one of the nights. And anyway, but going back to this, what we're talking about, was something there I was talking about with Boots there before. So women that are in this country, right? So if your age, say 38, 39, 40 years of age, and literally, you're pregnant, you go in as a white Irish woman, the nurses there or the doctor there will say to you, as you're giving birth possibly, would you like a hysterectomy? Because like you're at that time now that it's not really worth having children after the age of 40. But they're not doing this with Pakistani women, and they're not doing this with Indian women coming in. They're letting them pop babies left, right, and centre. And when they come in, they're going rallied. They're getting rallied. Like they have a baby, and as soon as they finish having that baby, another one is on the way already. Like fertility is something rapid with them, and we need to stop
Abortion
this.
abortion clinics are full of Caucasian women, and the maternity wards are full of Asians and Africans. Like it's just people getting talked into going to fucking
a girl came
going ahead with it.
to where a girl came into where I worked. She walked out of her job because the nurses were so rough and the patients are and poor.
Put it up to her. Jesus Christ.
This is what I'm saying. Our health system has gone to fuck because of these people coming in. I have no respect for these people. I don't give a fuck if they supposedly go out and cure people and whatever else. We don't know what they've got.
They're not here to save us, right? They are here to replace us. It's in the message that they say. All the Irish, there's Irish worker here, there's Irish all over the world. We need these people in here. In other words, there you go. They'll give you the fucking answer there and then. They are bringing them in to replace us. They'll replace the things that are gone out of the country, basically, what they're saying. So, our population is nothing to their countries. That's the way they come from. They would fucking literally outnumber us, wipe us fucking out if nothing is done. If we don't hold them back, push them back across the fucking borders and say, look, no, time to go home.
Enough is enough, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Like at the end of the day, like how much more are we going to put up with, and how much are we going to keep on, opening doors and letting them in, and making them feel comfortable, make them a cup of tea, sit down there, overtake, keep on taking. They're taking our houses, they're taking our jobs, they're taking our lives, and this is the SP that the fucking left come out with. That that's all you can ever say. They're taking this and they're taking that. But they are coming in taking it. Are they fucking absolutely blind and tick?
That's what I'm saying. They're actually telling you by actually fucking going against you, well, going against what you're saying, but then agreeing with you in the same line, but not in a sense, you know, like saying, yeah, we need them here. We need them to take over the hospitals, to fill in the places. To fill in the places is to take fucking over. It is to take over. They're not,
Like
our
just as
young's not being trained to put back into the workforce. They're being told, they're being called criminals now. They're being called racist now. So what
you're
chance
breaking,
an
dude,
young Irish lad got
dude,
going for a fucking job,
dude.
and they look up, oh, you're from a, yeah,
Hello, please. You're breaking up there, bad.
yeah.
You're breaking up.
What's it?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Am I?
Yeah, keep on going.
Yeah,
You're coming in
I
and
can
out.
hear you, but you're coming in and out all the
I think
time.
it's you. All right, you know what? I have to fucking do not disturb on. Hang on.
Like that could be it.
I have it off there now.
Breaking up is hard to do.
Well, I put a thing out there on TikTok, right? Just as a whim, just a piss take. Well, not even a piss take, just to see how many people would actually listen and take hold of it, right? What I suggested is a massive national protest, not like just one in Dublin, or one in Cork, or one in 22 counties of Ireland, all at the same time on the 30th of October. Every single fucking county comes out. Doesn't matter if it's in your estate. It doesn't matter if it's outside your council, outside your TD's office, outside their house, whatever may be the case. Get out.
I think a campaign of, like, the government locked us down, right? And I think a campaign of
Hold
let's
on.
lock the government down.
Can I just
No
finish what I'm
interaction
saying?
day.
How are you, Paul?
Hold on. Can I just say what I'm finished? Let me finish what I'm saying there. Because the reason why I say this is, right, 32 counties in the whole of Ireland, right? In Poland, in one day, 80 different cities came out and done it. 80 different fucking cities they were able to join together and come out and like the ultras or something like they call themselves, and they were able to come out and say, no, we had enough, we're having none of it. Yeah, Poland is doing the right direction. Poland is like their leaders are listening to what the people are thinking, and we're not being listened to because the simple fact is we're holding the door open for them. And we're afraid to say anything about the left. We're afraid to open our mouth and say anything about anything because if we do, we're racist. There's no such thing as racism. Listen, the people up and down this country, if you don't get up off your hole and you don't enter outside your door and you don't fight for what you believe in, don't go crying about it on your deathbed when you're going, oh shit, my kids don't have houses because they have to rent off a Pakistani or they have to rent off an Indian because there is no Irish people that have fucking houses to rent because they've took them over. Sorry, guys.
Here's Paul saying Poland is building centres for migrants. Yeah, 100% says it. We're a disgrace here in Ireland. The actual people are letting it happen. Do you want to take our houses? Yeah. They'll downsize you.
And imagine that after, like, spending so many years in the house and just hopefully our kids take it over or something, and along comes the council and goes, yeah, no, look, we're bringing County Kinte and fucking Kizzy over here, moving them in.
Yeah. Mohammed and his 7 wives.
Yeah. I know something that seriously needs the country needs a major wake up call. You know, like, there's a lot of fucking lefties out there that's, you know, drowning people out online from speaking out and getting the truth out there. And,
But you
you know,
find
they
that a
know
lot of the
quite well that
lefties
fucking
are like
bullshit.
college kids, aren't they?
Yeah, the fucking teachers, the whole lot. Wait until the teachers start taking them into school, they start turning on them, and then they become a fucking out. You gotta get Ashley Moore, but that's why I'm surprised with the teachers fucking union not like wanted that, and you know, learn together skills, all this. No, oh fuck that shit. This is a Christian fucking country. Look at what happened to them in countries that they went into and you know, took.
I was listening to Minchers today, and Mincher was putting out that this is a multicultural country. The way the government are saying the same thing, they're saying the same thing. He was putting the same thing out, and I was trying to say to him, it's not. If you look at
It
it,
is
it's not
now a
really.
multicultural. It is now a multicultural.
It's getting that way,
It
yeah.
is. It is multicultural, but not the way they want it. Not the way they want it. Like they want it literally. They want us as like the small group here. You know, because they like it is. They hate the pushed around with the Brits was here for years.
Bills, you're breaking up really, really bad there.
I think the next people other than the Brits that come here will do more. If they take over, it'll be much fucking worse.
Bills. Can you hear me?
Fuck us up my phone. It's happening all day.
That's the guy that listening.
Back in.
Yeah, jump out and come back in, yeah. Austria's gone completely.
What is?
Austria.
Austria is gone completely. They accepted Sharia. Yeah, but listen, come here. That's going to cause a civil war. Like, there's people obviously that's in Austria that don't want it. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to stay like that. Come here. We've always been lucky, as in, you know, to be a fighting country.
Don't forget the
that
three
like
goals,
most.
Hugh.
You what?
I was saying to Hugh, don't forget the three goats. He says Ali with his 4 wives, 4 mothers-in-law, 17 kids, and 3 goats.
Yeah, and
That should
that's
be
where
getting
the
your
problem
house.
is. The European Union has accepted Sharia law. Well, I tell you, I'll never ever accept Sharia law. I'll never accept Islam. I'll never accept any of that. Do what you like to me. Try to make me
That's what I'm
pay
saying.
whatever. I don't
This is
care.
what happens, Kitty. They come onto the land, and should be only one religion on that land. That's what they believe in. So all of those lands now are being changed.
Ireland is
That
finished. Do you
Sharia
think,
law
Darcy?
shouldn't be here.
I don't believe that. Through me heart and hearts, I do not believe that Ireland's finished. I will not stand and let this happen to me country. I don't care. It only took 1,000 men to take on the British Empire. Why can't we take on these people? I just don't understand that. Like, why do we have to keep on? Like, we're all using social media, right? If this was 25 years ago, how would we be dealing with this? We wouldn't be sitting on social media yapping about it. We'd be out on the streets and dealing with it. Different men from years ago, yeah, of course. Different blood we have now, comparison to the kids today. It's like women. Like I was watching something there. Just it's not going off subject. It's just like, not saying women aren't powerful, right? I'm saying that they're becoming more independent, more stronger. So as a man, like going down to the beach, he'd carry the bed and he'd carry the bag on his shoulder. Well, she'd probably just have a hat on and look pretty going down to the beach, if you like to call it, right? But now women are grabbing the 2 bags and putting the bed under their fucking arm and they're making their way down, being more independent than men are. And then men
But the women,
today
man,
are,
are the biggest part of this protest as well. All these
yeah,
protests, the
I know,
women
I know, I
are
know
the
this.
strongest, more vocal point.
I'm not doubting that, Mousy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not doubting that one little bit. What I'm saying is women are becoming more and more independent of doing things they want to do. Do you know what I mean? And the same thing, the difference with men is at the moment, these young men now are more about how clean I am and what kind of clothes I wear and how do I comb my hair and how, you know, this, that, and the other. It's like they have a feminine side to them. Do you know what I mean? They don't have the male gene anymore or something. Back then, laws were giddy. Now they show us.
Good woman says it.
The country is full. People are afraid to say anything. No, that's what they're trying to see. This is what I'm saying. That's what they're trying to do to us. That's
As
what
I
they're
was saying
trying to
earlier
do.
on, Giddy, I was on a live earlier on in the UK live. Listen to what their point of view is, and they were saying by 2050 our country's fucked. Another fella came onto the live, he explained to people that he had his flag outside, his national flag outside the house, and the police knocked on the door and asked him to remove it. That it was offending the community.
Imagine the guard knocking on your door here telling you to take down the tricolour. But then again, I'd expect nothing
you're
less from
offending
the
the
guard.
community by having it up there.
Somebody please explain this to me, yeah? I know I'm going to just say this as it is, right? In the UK, their army, their military, right, has their Union Jack on their shoulder. Their police has it on their chest. Our army, our military here in Ireland have the tricolour on our shoulder. But the fucking Garda do not have a tricolour on their shoulder. Like, what is the deal with that? Is it because they're owned by the UK? Is it because of Drew Harris? He wouldn't accept that to put a tricolour on the shoulder. Are they a different entity of people?
How are you, Patrick?
Just there's a call for everybody. Just
immigration, Patrick.
It's about the great takeover. To be honest with you, Patrick, it's about these people that are foreign coming in and they're gonna outpopulate us. Like what they're gonna do is they're gonna make loads of babies. We're gonna make less babies, and they even though they rent from Sharia law, as they put it, they want to bring it into Ireland and they want to bring it into all these other places. Now in the UK is a bit worrying at the moment because last year, about 3 or 4 times last year. Now I'm hearing this from my friend because his son is obviously in school still, and they're teaching them how to get under the table, teaching them how to hide in an event of an attack of some sort, where they should go, what teachers they should see, and this, that, and the other. That's in the UK. He's only a 13-year-old child, and they're teaching him that, right? Within that class, I said this as well on a few other lives. There's kids that are identifying as cats, and there's other boys that are identifying as women, like girls. They want to be girls. And the school is whole-handedly, open-handedly going, yeah, that's great. We'll agree with that. If that's what you are, that's what you are. There's a lot of fucked up shit happening in the UK. And what happens in the UK usually comes here. They're pushing.
Usually does, yeah. Who's back in the comments there?
Yeah, you're right, Paul. Here, Paul, do you know what? You're fucking 110% right what you're saying there, right? Because I tell you something for nothing. They're going to fuck this country with all these new laws. They're going to absolutely fuck us wide open. As they say, you won't touch the sides. So, yeah, Ron. All these Marxists, like, this is what I'm saying. I said this before and I'll say it again. All these fucking weirdos that are coming to march against us, we need to find out who they are and deal with them. I don't give a fuck if the guards are listening. I don't give a fuck. I'm not inciting any sort of violence on anybody. I'm just saying we need to deal with them. Not like have the guard there protecting them every time. 8-year-old woman pushing a wheelbarrow full of bricks on a building site in Asia. Pitiful sight. Yeah, well, that's the kind of the standard of living there, isn't it? To be fair. I bake cookies and stuff as well. Patricia has to do cookies for us all. She does a lot of baking.
Frankie's here, is he?
Yeah, Frankie's here.
How's it going?
All right, bro. How are you?
Everything's good. How's everything?
Good
Right,
to hear,
Frankie. £2 in the machine. Come on.
Well, I was telling you earlier, 600,000 Chinese students just got approved by Donald Trump to come in and help clear over some form of debt with China and the U.S. This is not good. This is another form of taking us over. Not to mention for the Biden administration, when tens of millions of migrants came through, especially Chinese nationals from the Mexican border, tens of thousands every single day. So there's millions upon millions of Chinese here who also bought property next to military bases, And just the other day or
Are we
yesterday, I
against it?
believe, they Chinese spy got caught spying for China, who was in the Navy. So that's the big concern. Our basically we're being sold at every intention, and we know who it's by. So and you're not controlled by the UK. Like let's be honest, because the UK is not even controlled by their own governance. They're controlled by
So
Rothschilds and Co.
can I just say something to you, Frankie? That gets to me about all these world powers, right? Just for argument's sake, and I do wonder to myself, right? If you ever hear this saying, right, and you watch like different platforms, I'm very interested in military, obviously, right, and planes and ships and all that sort of stuff, right? But it comes out every so often. America has this secret new plane, but we know about it now what it does. Russia has a secret new plane. China has a secret new plane. Or they have a new boat, or a new fucking submarine, or they have a new. All these different things.
That's not new. The B-212 stealth bomber, whatever it's called, we've had that for years. We probably have
Oh
something
yeah,
even
I know,
more
but
advanced than that.
now Russia is believably have something that goes 8,000 miles instead of 7,000 miles non-stop, and it can hold 30 tons of nuclear explosive and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, these are all supposed to be secret things. So how does it actually get out to the public on fucking public platforms? If they're so secret, like, I don't get it.
Can you repeat that? So what do you mean?
So basically, we're finding out about these new tech bombers, and we're finding out about these new fucking, like, just say, like I said, the Russians have a new plane that's better than the is it B-12 bomber? Did you say?
The
B-2?
B-212 stealth bomber, something like that. It's called.
Yeah, they have one that goes 8,000 miles. Okay, and literally holds 30,000 pounds of explosive, right? And can go faster, go much, and can do all these other things, right? But this is supposed to be a secret. But yeah, it's all over fucking different
Well,
platforms
do you want to
for
know
everybody.
who sold a lot
Yeah,
of the U.S.'s secrets and military intelligence? Israel. They took a lot of our secrets and they sold to China and Russia. So this is not a big thing. But that being said, I will give the U.S. some credit. I think we do have some very scary weapons that are not even that no one even knows about. Same with Russia and China. You know, we only know what we're supposed to know. You know, they have
well,
technology
everything
that.
that, well, if you think about this, if you go back to the Cold War, right, and it has all something to
Well,
do with
hold on, but the
immigration also.
B-212 stealth bomber that was used in Iraq, the second Iraq in like 2003.
Yeah,
It
but
flew all the way from Memphis to Iraq and back. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. Well, hold on. Here's another story for you. So if you go back to the Cold War, okay, everything that the Americans actually have, they believe that the fighter jets and anything like that, the missile systems and everything else is all built off what the Russians had. Do you think that's true? Frankie?
You there, Frankie?
Frankie, you there?
Frankie?
Frankie's gone to Hollywood.
Frankie having a meltdown.
No, he's probably just a signal or something like that. We can come back to that anyway. But what I'm saying is,
The dogs are
yeah,
beating your phone, did he?
Mousy, you're talking like the Terminator now.
Is it? Is it not working now?
No, you're all right now. You're grand. We can hear you now.
He's gone. The dogs
He'll
are
come back.
eating the phone.
Yeah, so the Israelis seem to be doing a lot of damage to everybody. So we all go after the Israelis? Don't understand that one. They're only a small little, tiny little dot on the map.
Not really, because not many people know that Israel is the capital of America.
Well, that's what he's saying. Liverpool is the capital of the world.
No, it is. Like, it's the 54th state. Like, you have to understand, right? The Zionists run America. That's why, like, if Frankie's gone there, but he'd agree with this. The old mustache man, the high man, You know, that's why fucking he tried to annihilate them because they knew even the American general after he says when the world figures out we fought on the wrong side.
How you, Kev?
Good morning, Kevin.
Try join up there,
Mousy,
Kev, because I think we're only on for an hour.
Are you waking up a joint there, Mousy?
No, why?
I can hear somebody rolling. Carry on
Gone
talking there.
silent though.
No, just carry on talking. I'm just putting this screen. Somebody wants to join in. So yeah, I think that's what's ahead of us. If we keep on allowing these people to come in, they're gonna outbreed us. Then they're gonna start screaming for more things. As it is, they're getting cheeky enough. Like they want that. Well, actually, what do you think about this thing about the housing minister saying that people that are coming into the country will no longer be able to take up social housing or affordable housing? How true do you think it is?
Sure, did you not hear about Aldi? Aldi were supposed to be selling insects that you can eat. And then there's a lot of people in the UK complaining, saying, oh yeah, the poor or the people not well off will be eating the insects, while all the rich be eating the steaks and all that kind of stuff. They're saying there's a fuel shortage.
Well, that's been going on since last year, hasn't it? It's being said that you need to. Well, they said stock up last year, didn't they? Or this year was it? And that there were certain things happening. Yeah, that's a load of bollocks.
If you having caterpillar soup and a few fucking, I don't know,
Well, now you know what to do with all the spiders that are coming into your house.
bit of
Gather them
ant
all
curry.
together. You'll have a spider curry.
Spider curry, yeah.
Make sure you clean them all well. And throw them into the pan with a bit of garlic and a bit of fucking turmeric or something like that. They'll taste great, they will. Bit of curry sauce on them.
Bill's be in his element there, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah. I wonder what it actually tastes like. I'd actually like to try it.
Spiders in a curry.
Yeah, not in a curry. Like to say, like fry them up and see what the story is, what they taste like.
Put the back end there.
Yeah, it's not a way of
Yeah,
preparing them though.
even Bill's to catch a few on his gaff there for you.
What's that? They're buying houses in cover. Yeah, it's amazing how they're running from war and they can buy houses. That's what I wondered about. Anybody interested in trying bugs out?
Grab teas, go have curry, go curry.
Is that better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Frankie.
I kept trying to get off of what do you call it? The the mute button, but it wouldn't let me.
Well, now we can hear you. Go ahead, Frankie.
Yeah, so as I was just saying, basically it's just the whole demographic change that they wanted to put in place at the end of the day. I was talking about the Chinese students and all what they've bought up, all the land over here, and it's not just them; it's a combination of the Indians as well. And JD Vance is going to be the nail in the coffin. So Plantier already got the $30 million contract from
Sorry, I
ICE
just
here.
want to answer you there over you. Sorry, Frankie. You spiders that do wonders for my waistline. What about if we fucking had a gluttony about eating spiders? What about we ate too many? Or can you eat too many? Imagine shitting out fucking spiders, like Jesus Christ. Imagine your body trying to consume it and trying to deal with it.
It will
I've had
consume
some,
it. I mean, because they give you protein, man. That's why
yeah,
they
they're
eat them
full
in
of.
China.
So we all
Would be my cup of
important,
tea now, but yeah.
we all important tarantulas and throwing them on hot coals. That's what it seems to be.
Well, Plantier just got the $30 million contract from ICE agents, and that's coming to play next month. That means they're going to use facial recognition Now, this is the thing. Most people are happy about this. Oh, yeah, they're going to get all the immigrants out. It's, as I say, create a problem, have a solution. So they're going to get all the migrants out, but they're also going to take away more of your freedom, like 9/11 did with the Patriot Act. It's all nailing away at your freedoms, what little ones you have left at the end of the day. And with this facial recognition come into play, Palantir, digital currency, that's all going to come into play by the next month or two, especially in Ireland. So it's just going to be more control and more eyes on us. 1984 is getting insanely real at this point.
Curry goat is actually quite nice, and picking spiders' legs out my teeth. I thought they'd go into nothing, like they're just like into dust or something like that. But yeah, I like I say, I wouldn't mind trying it just to see what the big
Goat curry?
fucking. No, I've had goat curry before. It's a very
Never
like
had
a lot
goat
of people have it in the UK. It's really nice. It is.
I had a
Jamaicans
bit of
have it a lot.
crocodile before. It's like chicken.
Yeah, crocodile is nice as well. Yeah, I had a bit of snake as well.
Never had snake, no, but I had crocodile.
It's like jelly, but except it's not like as soft as jelly. It's like like a tough jelly. Snake is.
No, we'll be into that now.
It's like a real. I don't know whether it's heavily salted or not, but it's like a salty jelly.
Say it is, all right.
So, pure protein. Kangaroo meat. Yeah, we made was in Oz, and he had
Raw
that
milk. Raw milk.
Put another shrimp in the barbie.
raw milk. Who said
Yeah.
raw milk?
Yeah, that's great for you.
I thought we
Unpasteurized milk.
can't. I thought we can't. What do you call it? Digest raw milk.
And guess who's behind that too? I know you're going to hate me to say it, but it's one of the only 2 times Lord Rothschild ever went to the House of Lords. It was declared for Palestine. I mean, for Israel to become Palestine, Palestine to become Israel, and for the
Have you, Sean?
basically to get rid of raw milk. So it pasteurized raw milk. So he was in favor for the pasteurization of milk. And unpasteurized milk's very good for you. Also, raw milk's very good for you. The Queen of England drank raw milk her whole life. That's why she lived so fucking long. So they're just trying to get. It's the same people at the end of the day.
Salsa, shark is very tough meat, I think, personally. I don't know, like kangaroo steaks.
I don't eat any of that shit.
Oh
Just
yeah,
have maybe a
I
bit
don't.
of chicken, maybe
Well,
a bit
I
of
don't
steak,
give a
bit of
shit.
turkey.
Was it you,
That's
Bruce, that turned around to me and said that they tried to take people out? Like, well, they tried to take all the blacks out in America by giving them fried chicken.
Is that right? Well, it's not doing its job.
Yeah.
The fried chicken. No, that's right. Look it up. That's true.
KFC is getting the bullet.
No, they got a fried chicken place, and they're mad into that chicken and rice over there already. Which is like cheese and fucking everything, Frankie, don't use over there.
I only get the Kerrygold cheese and butter and stuff like that. It's quite expensive to get, but it's
No,
worth it.
I did watch these fucking things over there, right? And I'm not messing with you, right? We think we have a bad fucking diet over here. My Jesus, I've watched the guy make a couple of steaks and he pulls out blocks of cheese and sticks it on top of the steak and then melts it down and fucking
That's
puts another
disgusting.
2
That's
steaks.
disgusting. I cook my
Like, it's a
steak in
waste of
olive
steak
oil.
in my eyes. No,
I
it's a
just
waste.
basically use olive oil when I cook anything, like good extra virgin olive oil. You know, I don't really eat that much of shit, to be honest
Sure,
with
in
you.
Texas, most people are overweight, aren't they?
Here, come
Like,
out.
most people are overweight over here, yeah.
Jordan, next time you want to do a little bit of a buzz with your mates, yeah, bring them over for the chili con carne. Add a couple of cans of dog food to it, and then let them just sit there saying, "Yeah, it's gorgeous. That really nice." When you're making burgers out in the barbecue, wait until they finish the bowl of it and say, "Was that nice?" And then put the 2 cans up on the counter and go, "Well, that's what you just did."
I'm never going to go out for a barbecue.
I'm telling you, man, I've done it once before. I
Have
did.
your
I've actually tried
eggs.
dog food as well, but I got fucking sick after, believe it or not.
I've never tried
Just
caviar before now.
That's all spoiled meat and that. Jesus, that bleeding kill you.
Yeah, it's like the something with the meat. Like it was actually pedigree chum that I put spoonful of it for a bet, 20 quid. I had to keep it in my mouth for so long, but I had to chew it as well.
Ah,
Look, if you don't fucking try, you won't know, will you?
well, there's a
Try one
reason
of
why it's
those,
called fucking dog food. I wouldn't be going fucking near it.
would you try tag
Ashley
tag?
said,
Is it?
don't
Is
be
that what you
shy,
call
give
it,
it a
Giddy?
try. You what? What's that,
Would you
Mousy?
try? Would you try that tag tag? Is it tag tag they call it in the Philippines?
Tag.
Where you
That's
take
fucking.
meat out of a bin and they wash it, they boil it a few times and then they serve it again.
No, I wouldn't be into that now because that does sound like bacteria drawn.
On the streets of New York City, they literally cook like possums. and
Pag pag,
rabbits.
that's what
Shit
it's
you
called.
not.
Yeah, pag pag.
No, on the side of New York City, and I shit you not, especially near Times Square, you'll see them cooking fucking rats and everything on skewers. I shit you fucking not.
Jesus Christ, man!
What?
Don't know about that. I don't know whether I could look at a rat being cooked, but
No,
I
not only
suppose it
rats
was.
look giddy, they didn't discriminate. Squirrels, possums, I shit you not. That was on the fucking skewer.
Yeah, but hold on a minute, right? Think about this realistically, right? I know they get a bit fucking probably they have a bit of a twitch after something like that, yeah. But fuck me, like if it came to the end of fucking world or whatever and you had no choice, you'd have it, wouldn't you? Not like while
Yeah,
you're
but not in a
living now,
way
you
to
know,
this one.
No, I'm not eating that. Fuck, I'll kill myself. I'm not eating. You'll kill yourself eating those fucking animals. What, a rat?
I'd ask you something here, right? Just ask you all something here. People in the comments as well, right? Just imagine that like there was no supermarkets, all ran out of food or whatever else, right? But you could get your hands on big fat rats, yeah?
Oh, there's
Could
plenty
you
in New
stick
York
one on a
City.
stick and cook it, right? And watch it cook away and then skin the meat off it and eat it.
So, I know a lot of people in the comments are going to say no, Giddy, but I'd say if it came down to it, you know what I mean? If you've nothing else to eat, you obviously you're going to eat it.
Where I'll tell you something, like if there was no food around, yeah, and fucking no supermarkets, right, and there was people, you turn around for 2 seconds and I'd have your finger in my mouth, I would.
It'd be like that movie Alive, is it?
Yeah.
You eat everybody out of the plane.
Plenty of rabbits. If you run out of rabbits, well, they read like rabbits, yeah, I know that, but listen, come here, if you run out of rabbits, you'd do it, wouldn't you? You'd eat whatever is there. You eat whatever fucking
Yeah,
keeps
well,
you
they
alive.
do eat whatever there. They hunt down the swans, the pigeons, everything in New York City. Like, nothing's game. Like, I don't know if this is true. I heard from somebody. I wouldn't be surprised. Someone got put into fucking meat. So somebody was eating human meat. I mean, it happened. Remember, what's her name? Charlene
You
Downs.
can't. You won't be able to fish because the water will be polluted and the fish will be poisonous.
Yeah, the
So
Hudson River. But there's that woman who
That's it, seriously. You're starving, you eat anything.
I'll put it this way. In fucking Thailand, there's a river that runs through Thailand, and if you get splashed in the face by this river, you could become very ill, if not kill you. Because the water's that
there's a
filthy.
few places in the Philippines like that as well.
Ganges. You talk about the
The water's
Ganges.
so polluted.
No. I'm talking about in Thailand. In
The
Bangkok.
Ganges that run through Thailand, no?
I'm not too sure. I'm not great at me geography there, so I don't know.
I'm sure there's a couple of places in India, man, the same way.
Yeah,
the
Ganges
water's so
River.
polluted.
They're the fucking Ganges. They all shit and piss and everything, bathe in it. They think it's like it's good for them. They're doing that over here now too. Like there was an Indian guy, like obviously shitting inside the fucking river over here, and
Jesus.
it's everywhere.
Yeah, they seem to obviously live.
You're going for a swim to be a floater in the water, huh?
They live differently to us. That's
done a big years ago, Milton. That fucking still point didn't go out far enough. You'd be going out swimming, you'd see a fucking floater.
Yeah, but I mean, look,
Jesus.
you can't even see the water here in the U.S. When I used to go
Hold
swimming.
on, answering something there to Paul there, yeah. So McDonald's, it never fills you because basically, in yourself.
Yeah, Paul's 100%. You know why? You know what he's saying, Giddy? It's because it has human fucking meat. And a rabbi said this too.
Yeah. It's
Never heard
made in
this?
a lab. Yeah, it's made in a lab.
Joe's wearing underwear.
No, I'm being honest. A rabbi basically said it's all fucking children and everything. I'm being fucking serious with you.
Well, we were talking about a few months ago about that adrenochrome. I don't know whether you can talk about it on here.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah. They scared the shit out of the little person, and literally when he unalived, they'd be that frightened that believably it gives what they want out of it or something like that. And a lot of the leaders, like powerful leaders, have drank this believably.
Well,
Don't
Giddy,
come
let me
into
ask
them
you this. So, do you remember in Blackpool? This was probably going back 20 years ago in the early 2000s. A girl called Charlene Downs. She was killed and put into kebab meat. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So, if that happened with her, don't you think that's going to be happening with other kids and everything? They're going to put them in meat. So let's just be real.
How are you, Casper?
And yeah, Post 100%. There has been children DNA tested in the burgers, and
Good
I
man
told you
yourself.
the rabbi basically said they grind the meat down. That's why we won't eat hot dogs or any of that shit that they put in there.
I don't like hot dogs anyway, to be fair. You can tell that it's like fucking something wrong with it.
Yeah, I haven't eaten McDonald's in over 10 years. It's try to stay
I've
away
had
from fast
McDonald's.
food in general.
I've had McDonald's, but I will admit that I had McDonald's. But what I would say is I wouldn't have it like all the fucking time. Like, but it's
I'd stay fucking full away from that. And if I'm being honest
Yeah,
right now, I know I
shy.
think would help you a lot right now is if you just went on a Pescatarian diet, just vegetarian and fish. Do you like fish?
I do like fish
Yeah,
actually.
then just eat that, and you'll be a lot healthier, and you'll actually see a lot of weight fall off you, and going on a Mediterranean diet. It'll be a lot better for you because
I
that
think I
stuff's gonna
just need
kill
to
you in
walk
the
a bit
end.
more. I think I do need to do more exercise, as in cardio, walk.
Yeah, just go for a walk. Just go for a walk first and everything. But seriously, eat more of like a whatever they call it, Pescatarian diet.
Jump on a
with
bus,
fish
Giddy, and
and-
meet me in town tomorrow.
What's that?
So jump on a bus and meet me in town tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, like I
You
said, but you
lose
got to stay away
You
from
get a
that
bit of
stuff. Like
exercise tomorrow.
they do have like human DNA and that shit, and it is it is the usual
Have
suspects.
you ever met me before?
The barrels trend. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Honestly,
You know
like,
how,
they
Giddy, you
they
do know
have a
how
lot of shit
he goes
going
under
down
a
on
different
there.
name. Big Tips. You know, Big Tips.
Yeah,
That's you.
big tips is you. Well, give me big tips and
They've been having
give me them
Well,
winning numbers.
I mean, the cartel was basically trained by the IDF. Did you know that? I mean, it's
You seen it on
always a
video, Giddy.
coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me when I'm slimmer. That's old videos that is as well, by the way, you. I'm still a fat fucker though.
Well, the
There's a lot
president of
of
Mexico,
recalls of meat from pigs by
is
major
Jewish.
supermarkets.
The cartel was trained by the IDF. What more do you have to say?
I'll just say something about me, yeah. Right. My uncle, he passed away, right? But he was a butcher by trade since he's a very young boy, yeah. And I remember the story that he told me. He had cancer, right? And he suggested that they would go in and cut it out. He totally resisted against it, right? And this is going back about probably now, fucking hell, at least 7 years ago. Now, they said at that time that he'd only live probably a year or two when he was diagnosed with the cancer. And he turned around to the doctor and he says, do you know what? I'm a butcher, the best part of my life. So I think he done something like 30 years or 40 years as a butcher, something like that. And he turned around and says, you won't be cutting me open because I know what happens to the body when it gets cut open. And I know what happens to cancer cells when they get cut open. He says, do you think I haven't seen that when I cut meat, cows and whatever else? And right enough, he was supposed to die within that year, but he lived for 7 years by not letting them do it. Now, if that doesn't open your eyes to something that is going on with the body, I always say this, the body heals itself. It has its own medicine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there's no money in curing people, so there's money in prolonging
Exactly. So,
illness and making
Frankie,
people
they
sick.
put me on, a assortment of different tablets. Yeah. To this day, right, and I've told my GP, and I've told the people who deal with me I think he had me on about say something like 11 tablets per day, right? And I turned around and I've only taken 2 of them out of the 10 tablets that he said take. And one of them is like statin, and the other one is just an aspirin. Yeah. The rest of them, I believe that I don't need to even take, and I haven't taken them for some amount of time now. And they bring me in for bloods, and he says, "Oh, your bloods are great." So if my bloods are so great, and I'm supposed to be able, and I lied to them, told them that I was taking the tablets.
Yeah.
I don't believe them tablets work.
Come here, up. Do you hear Mousy? Do you hear Mousy and Giddy?
Now,
Is that it?
sorry.
I'm talking to Bobby. He hears you guys. Up,
Yeah, go on.
up.
So what I'm saying
You're
is,
talking to the dog.
literally,
Yeah, up, get up. Star of the show.
Very good documentary called The M.
Oh, oh.
Where's that, Casper? Is that on Netflix, is it?
Who's a good boy?
Sean, I've heard this before that statins are very bad for you, but unfortunately, well, my actual cholesterol level, I don't know whether it fools it or not, right? But my cholesterol level is down below 3, so really good to have it anywhere near that. Like, you know what I mean? 3 is really good. The doctors are drug pushers. Yeah, I know. If you get a pain, they want to throw painkillers at you. I'm well aware of that.
I got documentary on watching YouTube called 9/11 Missing Files.
Yes.
So I
It's
got 2
pretty.
stunts of bone that's grown out the wrong way on my foot, on my left foot, right? And they tried to give me what's called fucking Oxynorm, yeah, for the pain relief. And I said, "What are they?" Like, you know, asking him. Obviously, I read into it when he's saying that I could have them, yeah. And I said, "What are they?" And he turned around and he started telling me all about how they had stopped the pain, and you know, you wouldn't be feeling anything. And I says, "Are they addictive?" And he says, "Yeah, they can be addictive." And he says, "How long would I be on them for?" He says, "Until you get the operation done." And I says, "Well, how long would that be?" He said, "About 2 years." I said, "But does that
Jesus.
not defeat the purpose that if I start taking Oxynorm, that literally I'd be probably strung out on them by the time that I get the operation done, and then after the operation, I'm gonna need pain relief as well." Simply, I got like, you know, creams and shit like that, and I take Anodine, or I take you know, paracetamol, something like that if I have got a pain. It doesn't suit it. Don't get me wrong, but it eases it. Yeah.
Do
But
you
those
know? Do you know
Oxy,
what I stopped taking? Was a Prilosec. I don't know if it's for heartburn and everything. I
what's it
had
called?
a Prilosec. It's for heartburn, acid reflux, and I was taking that for a close part of I don't know how many years, 2 years straight, which is not very healthy for you, and it makes your bones brittle. And acid reflux and everything. Like I couldn't hold any food down literally for 2 years. I was throwing everything up. The doctor basically said, "We're gonna have to put a thing down your throat and everything, a camera down your throat." I said, "Fuck that." And
That's real
he
good.
basically saying you're eating acidic foods. And so I had one good doctor who basically said, take in the morning. He said, "Do you take the stuff in the morning?" And he said, "How many do you take?" I said, "Roughly about 5." He said, "That's not good." I was taking about 4 or 5, sometimes 5 a day. And they're about 20 milligrams.
Can I
And
just answer something back
it can
there on
destroy the
Jerry's?
stomach lining in you. So after that, I had a doctor who said, just go for a walk after you eat your food. Don't eat after 6 o'clock, and just try to cut down off certain foods. And ever since I've probably only taken a Prilosec maybe once or twice in the past, maybe 10 times in the past 5 years. But since that, like, I haven't had any problems. So at the end of the day, exercise can cure a lot of ailments, you know?
Yeah, your body has its own way of fixing you. Can I just answer back something to Jerry there? Statins doesn't discriminate against cholesterol, and cholesterol is a prescure for all the body's hormones. Yeah, I know there's as far as I'm aware, Jerry, there's a bad cholesterol and a good cholesterol.
There is good cholesterol. It's good for your brain.
Well, it's
Good.
not working too great at me.
Well,
No, I'm only
certain
joking.
cholesterol is very
You
good
know
for your
that.
brain. I forgot what it's called, but it's very good for your brain. Certain cholesterol.
100 push-ups a day keeps the doctor away.
I
Strength
used
is
to be
not my
able to do.
problem,
I used
believe it or
to be
not.
able like 150. I can barely do fucking 40 now.
I'm pulling generally around, say, 60 kg.
Just go for a walk and do yoga. I'm telling you. You
Bit
need
of
to do
yoga,
yoga,
Giddy,
Giddy.
huh?
Yoga. Yeah, I could have done that with Fanny. No, that's her name. Really.
Yeah. But the food over here in the U.S. is abysmal. Like they bleach our chicken and everything, and a lot of it, is the same thing. How they abuse the animals and they just slit its neck. So I love animals. I might end up becoming a vegetarian. I eat more vegetarian than I do meat. It's like eating a corpse. That's just me because I'm obsessed with animals. But
I'm the
Well
opposite
done,
from a
Kat.
vegetarian.
Keep it up. 100 push-ups a day. Well done.
yeah,
Well done,
yeah,
10
Sean, you
stone,
can
well done.
do that. Oh yes,
Yeah, in 18 months. Yeah, fair play to you, Sean. What age are you, Sean, if
Letitia,
you don't mind me asking?
I eat Greek
I
yogurt
think Sean's a bit older than us, Giddy.
the Greek yogurt's very good for you, but it has to be proper Greek yogurt.
Uh,
I get mine
say
made with
no
whole milk.
to the Jays. This little country has 3 ways that cancer and fluoride in the water. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Paul. I'm actually on Ozempic, and I'm
There you go,
just
Giddy.
Oh, Giddy, don't get on Ozempic. That's really bad for you. Ozempic will make you like.
been on it for the best part of this year now.
He's older than you, Giddy.
Yeah. I just got it that, yeah.
My dad is sick. He just turned 60. He works out basically 3 to 4 times a day, twice a day. Sometimes he goes for a walk and everything, and he lifts weights. It's possible, Giddy. He's older than you. Like you can
No,
really
don't get
do
me
it.
wrong, Frankie. I'm not like total invalid. I do be messing sometimes, like, you know what I mean? But I have been to the gym for the last year. I just stopped going there for a while because of what went on with my ankle. But now they have to snap my ankle and replace it or something like that. So I don't know what the story is there. Just have to wait until I go to the orthopedics to get it done.
Everything's he's
Uh,
Just
falling
walking
apart
is
here.
the best
That's
thing,
what he's
though.
trying to say.
I mean, I find it therapeutic. He takes me everywhere, though. He takes me miles, Bobby.
I've been in the gym for a year. I've been steadily doing weights. Wasn't doing too much cardio. That
That's
sounds
it,
good
man.
too.
Just a bit of cardio. Walk around city
Swimming,
centre.
yeah. See, the thing is, I'm glad we actually went up on this subject, right? Because there's an awful lot of things that I do find, right, that everybody has. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody before they come at me. Yeah, everybody has an opinion about people how they lose weight. It's a mindset as well, I think personally, and I think it's about what way you eat, what you eat. I do be messing when I'm saying that I'm having fucking bad fucking amounts of meals or whatever. I don't be at any of that. Yeah, I try to eat the best way I can. I try not to eat at night time at all. Um, I have been to the gym. Like I say, I'm 26 stone.
There you
I
go,
was
Giddy.
26
Paul says
stone when
here,
I came
Giddy,
in.
go to the gym and bring a mousey with you. You can record the live and we be your cheerleaders of support.
And try
Yeah,
chewing gum. Chew gum because that's a good appetite
don't
suppressor.
chew gum. Don't chew gum ever. I learned that in the army.
Hope you're
Never
well,
chew gum.
links.
I'll tell you why you don't chew gum, Frankie, because you said you just before that you suffer with acid, yeah? You promote acid when you chew gum.
Oh wow! I mean, that's
Do you
how
not
we
know
got
that?
beef.
My trainer actually said that because a lot of lads used to, be eating the food and then they'd be out on training and they'd be like, I'm fucking dying with heartburn or I've got indigestion or whatever. And the majority of the time they'd have chewing gum in the mouth. And he'd say, that's what's causing the chewing gum because you're chewing and you're promoting the acid up inside your esophagus. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And it's making your stomach jump and
I
bring it
used
up into
to.
it.
When I was about 18 and stuff, I used to smoke cigarettes quite a bit, but I used to be an idiot. I used to chew gum while I was smoking cigarettes too, which was even worse.
I know people remark, find it very, I don't find it offensive because it's not that. You see, this is what I always try to put to people. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be pointed at. Because if you don't point at it and you ignore it, okay. So if you're a real friend, the way I see it is, if my mate comes to me, which he does come over and sees me and he wrecks me head now and again, he goes, "You need to get rid of that weight off you before it kills you." Yeah. Um, when I look at me sister or my brother and he turns around to me and goes, "Fuck me, that weight on you, get rid of that." Yeah. I hear what people say to you, and people like me hear what's being said to you. I don't have energy drinks at all, Paul. I don't touch them.
Energy drinks are horrible for you. The amount of sugars in them. I
I wouldn't touch
even
it. I'm diabetic in anyway, so I wouldn't touch them in anyway.
oh, some of the sugars here, even like in the protein, so-called protein shakes they have here, and there's a place called Trader Joe's here. One of the drinks I looked at it, it was like a green shake, and I kid you not, it had anywhere from like 40 to 60 grams of sugar for a protein drink. I mean, I said there'd be no point of you taking that, the amount of sugars in it, no matter what it has in it, you know.
What do you
So
think
even
the worst things is that you can have in your body, like
they
in a
taste
daily
the worst.
occurrence?
They taste the worst. Like I just get a blender and I literally blend
Red.
everything, and I make sure every single day I have turmeric or I have a ginger
Red,
shot
yeah.
that goes straight into my body with black
Believe it or
cayenne
not,
pepper.
if you had bread and milk, if you took bread and milk out of your diet every day, right, and maybe like black coffee instead of having milk in your coffee and no sugar and things like that. I know it's a very bland kind of thing, right? There's a few other things like that you could have. Like you can have a small amount of potatoes. You can have a small amount of anything you want to eat, but in proportionate.
And
But
you need to
keep
cook
like
it in olive oil.
I don't use oil at all, Frankie. Believe it or not.
Well, if I give you some advice. Try cooking olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. It's
I
very good
understand
for
what
Yeah,
you're
your
that's
heart.
me,
saying.
Paul.
I understand what you're saying. But even when I'm having eggs, yeah, I do it in water. Steamed water. Like the simple things like that you need. You don't need to use oil. Meat will cook in water if you slowly cook it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I
I
have
mean, I
ginger,
like olive
turmeric,
oil. I like
magnesium,
olive
all that
oil.
sort of stuff. I try my
Every
best
so
to have
often,
Well,
all
the
the
thing
things
is,
that are
Vinny,
rich in your body.
a lot of people that eat over here, they cook in the 1, 2, 3 or that shitty vegetable or canola oil, which is really bad for you, or sunflower oil, which is incredibly fucking bad for you. And a lot of people cook like that over
Axle
here.
grease is absolute. See, axle grease, throw it onto the barbie. It's absolutely beautiful with a steak. Try it you sometime. You'll love it. All the rapeseed
yeah, meat
oil.
cooks in its own fat. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know what's actually good for you too is olive oil is good for you, and so is avocado oil. If you get real
I
like good
wouldn't. I
ones and you
wouldn't have,
cook in it.
like I say, Frankie. I wouldn't have any sort of oil in my body because let me tell you something, right? There's an old
Those
thing
aren't
that I
true. Those aren't seed
no, no,
oils.
no. I'm
Olive
not
oil
going to
isn't
say
seed
about
oils.
poisons or that. No, I'm not going to say anything about anything like that. What? Hear me out before you go at me. But what I'd say to you is right. I was in with a consultant right after having a heart attack right, and he was with this Chinese guy, and he turned around to me. He goes, "When you fry a piece of meat in a pan, and the oil that's left in the pan, and you scrape probably the fat off the end of the pan into the bin, and then you wash it under the tap, but it has to be hot water because otherwise it won't remove it, will it?" So he said every morning have a glass of warm water. In China, that's what they do. That like it's like clockwork for the kids. It's like clockwork for the people, and that's why they long live. Okay, if you wash down oil out of your body, right, with warm water, it does it cleanse your body, right? It's kind of like having tea with no milk, right? There's loads of these different things that can happen to you, and oil you don't need because the meat has enough fat in it to cook
Yeah.
the meat that you want to eat in anyway.
I understand that, and
The
that does
same with
sound good.
bacon.
But I know. But what I'm saying is though, olive oil and avocado oil is not bad for you though either. That those are actually good for you. Olive oil's very good for you, and
Does
that's
anybody
that.
smoke?
There's no way that olive oil is a seed oil. There's no way.
Does anybody in here smoke?
Yeah.
Smoke cigarettes? Like I know you do, Mousy. Anybody else in the comments? Because let me tell you something. I'll tell you something about cigarettes that like will turn you away from them, and two things that will absolutely get you about this.
Yeah,
For
I know
every
too.
20,
But what are you trying to say? You're trying to say olive oils or seed oil? I mean, I'm
only
trying
after
to
sex.
confuse.
Uh,
I don't eat seed oils. That's why I don't go out and eat.
if you do smoke and you do only have it after sex, I'm surprised you can still get it up. But
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
cigarettes are very, very well known for that. But cigarettes, guys, just let me tell you something, right?
My mom had a cousin
Sorry,
who lived
Frankie,
over
can I
100
just finish
years
what I
old.
was
She
saying there
smoked
to people?
cigarettes.
Sorry, Frankie, can I just finish off what I was saying? Right? A lot of people turn around and say cigarettes, this, that, and the other, right? They're bad for you, this, that, and the other, right? But let me tell you something. Every time you take a puff of a cigarette, I'm shitting you not. I'm warning you and I'm telling you, it's harder. Like if you had like a bucket of blood, a little pin dot of that blood every time you take a drag out that cigarette is going hard, and that's where all the walls build up, and that's how you end up having a heart attack from smoking. If you think that it doesn't cause heart attacks, you're very sadly mistaken. If you think that, oh, you live forever because your body's used to them, you're very sadly mistaken. Your heart is one big engine. It's a fucking muscle that works like any other muscle in the body. It needs oxygen. It needs to not have all this bad shit growing around it. And it certainly doesn't need chemical smoke going in around them tubes, because let me tell you something, that's the one thing that'll give you a bad bang. And anybody that wants to give it up, get your ashtray, put a little bit of water in it, leave it in your porch out at the door. And every time you want a cigarette, go and have a look at that and take a smell of that. Yeah. And if you really want to take a zip of it, because you might as well drink the water off the cigarette butts,
Get the fuck
because
out of
that's what you're doing every day.
it. I'm not drinking no bleeding poxy ash water.
That's what you're doing every day. Every time you put a cigarette to your mouth, that's what you're doing. I used to be a smoker. I stopped smoking obviously after I had a bang. But let me tell you something, that's what you're doing.
I tell people basically not smoke, but if you're going to smoke actual tobacco compared to the electric cigarettes and all those vapes now that they have, because
Yeah.
you don't
None
know
of it is only
what you're
here. Come here.
inhaling.
It's a disposition. It's a disposition in your life, right? If you have to smoke cigarettes, you're shown that you suffer with some sort of anxiety or you can't hold your cool, right? And that's all they're for. They're not for anything else. They don't make you stop your growing. You won't become a jockey, and you certainly won't be fucking. They won't make you immune to anything, right? They'll just kill you. That's all cigarettes do, is kill you. Okay.
No, but a lot of
Uh,
people start when they're younger, Giddy, when they were kids.
yeah,
I
I did.
started
I
when I
did.
was younger.
Come here. I did.
I was
I
12.
smoked in the army. I smoked in the army. I smoked when I was 12 years old. Yeah, around the bike sheds, all that sort. I've done all that, Mousy. But what I'm saying is, I was 20 years a smoker, and I turned around after, like, when I realised what that does to you, having a heart attack. Yeah, not just due to the fact of weight. Yeah, due to the fact that cigarettes, like, you've just really no idea what they do to you. If you ever heard of what an angiogram is, they have a quick look up inside your heart, and they're able to tell you, kind of, as to when they take a bit of that cholesterol and have a look at it, it's mainly the chemicals that's off cigarettes that's in that fucking cholesterol
And
that's blocking up your body.
what's even crazier though is I've know my mom had a cousin who lived until she was over 100, and she smoked like a chimney every single fucking day. She had no fucking problem. So, but there are some people, and I guess it just goes down to genetics maybe, that can do it, because there's I don't know exactly where in northern Italy. It's a village somewhere in northern Italy where it's so high up, like the altitude or whatever, that they've developed such a rare heart mutation or something like that that they're prone from heart disease and shit like that, so they can smoke to their heart's content. It's very interesting. I'm trying to think of the place.
It's an old saying. If you smoke a lot, you become a jockey. You could because you stop growing. That's what I meant by that.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying it's also, I think, genetics, because like I said, I wish I know the place where it is in northern Italy, that they have this rare like heart mutilation where they don't get heart diseases and stuff like that. They're prone from it. It's very interesting. It has to do with like the altitude that they're in and stuff like. It's very interesting.
Chinese
Yes, my
smoke a
nanny,
lot.
my nanny's 90 odd, 95.
They
She's
actually,
in her
here,
own,
Paul.
but she's smoking. She still smokes.
Well, here,
So
Paul.
it's even
They
weird
actually
seeing
have.
photographs of a 94-year-old, 95-year-old person smoking cigarettes.
I remember when I went to go visit my nanny in the hospital in 2006 when she first had ovarian cancer. God bless her. And I went I went outside with my mom, and I shouldn't be laughing at this, but there's a lady there, and she had the bag with her, and she's there smoking like a chimney. And my mom goes, "What's this?" She goes, "You smoking?" She goes, I'm on my way out." So I don't know why I'm laughing at that. I just remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a vivid memory. I remember that, and just some people don't give a fuck. And like, I mean, look at Keith Richards. Look, he's what 82, and he smokes like a fucking like a
Hold on.
chimney.
You have two stents. What age are you? Is that the one that said he's 52?
No, that was Sean.
What's he doing? What you doing?
I've got 3 stents in. I have.
Wanna go out? Go. Sorry, I'm
Smoking
talking
makes
to the
you eat
dog.
less. The minute you stop, eating much more. Yeah.
That's very true. That
100%.
is. You whack on the weight when you stop smoking.
Because you're just replacing one thing with another. That's all you're doing. You're eating instead of smoking. I never smoked.
No, you don't
I
have to
don't know.
smoke
I
to get
guess it has to
stents.
do with genetics, and I think stress too. You know, because I know a lot of French people, they smoke like
That's it,
fuck,
Caspar,
Casper.
and they live a long time.
Caspar. You don't fear that. Nobody fears death. Nobody can avoid death. You
My
come into
biggest
this
fear is
world.
getting kidnapped and taken to Israel. That's what I have
Where?
nightmares about.
Well, they will one of these days. You carry on talking
No,
about
no,
it.
and I kid you not. Look, Eddie, my mom said this to me, and I shit you not. You're all probably gonna laugh at this. She goes, "Frankie, I'm being honest with you." She actually got a fright about this, and I guess I did too. 2 of my channels, I mean, taken down. One was 60,000, and another with 20,000 views, 80K. She goes, "One of these days, if you're not careful, they're gonna pull up into a van and just fucking whip you in there." You know, that's my biggest fucking fear, and you'll laugh at this, but like the Mossad getting me, and like I know if once I'm there, they're gonna fucking kill me.
No, they won't kill you. They'll brain implant you and they'll turn
No,
you
they
into one
fucking
of them.
won't. They'll do what they did to Eichmann. They'll put me on fucking trial and they'll hang me. They want
No, they won't.
their
They'll
ultimate
keep you,
prize is
Frankie.
Nick Fuentes. They want him next. Even Bibi
Frankie,
Netanyahu talked about him.
Frankie, I'm telling you now that Mossad will keep you, yeah? And what they'll do is they'll put you down in the chambers, yeah, where they interrogate all the prisoners. And then they'll have the Frankie chamber. And what they'll do is they'll sit them across with you and they'll say, off you go, Frankie. Tell them everything you want to know about the small hats. And by the time that you're finished talking to them, they'll tell every fucking secret known to man just to get out of that chamber.
No,
You're
they'll,
fucked,
they'll
Frankie.
kill me. They'll you know what happened to John F. Kennedy? They'll kill me. They'll kill me.
I'm only messing with you, Frankie.
No, I know. No, I'm being serious. That's a legitimate fear of mine. I have a big fear if like a Jewish person comes up to me, "Are you Frankie Payne?" Like I'd probably have a heart attack going, "Oh fuck, it's happening."
I don't think you'd be like that. I think you'd be like in your bed at 3 o'clock in
The
the morning,
Frankie
somebody
chamber.
at the end of your bed,
Yeah, it was
and you
some
see
Israeli
loads of
commando
little,
with a fucking gun in my
yeah.
face. Fuck that. That frightens me. Mossad's
No,
gonna whack me.
they have that chloride in the cloth, and they just put it over your face, and then you wake up in Israel.
Yeah, it's happened before. I mean,
It's happened before.
Anybody from Mossad listening in, his name is Frankie Payne. He lives in California. and he hates Jews.
So does Giddy. Giddy, I tell them to kidnap you, but they probably have to get a crate for you.
They'd not get me out through the front door. They wouldn't.
No, they'd have to put you in a fucking crate.
They wouldn't even get me in a crate. They need a full platoon to get me.
They wouldn't be able to lift you in the fucking car.
They need an armored tank. Fucking hell.
They'd probably have a heart attack just trying to fucking lift.
Yeah, probably they wouldn't have enough wheel drive on the fucking vehicles that they use. They need an Abraham fucking to come up and fucking throw me on the top of it.
Jesus. No, but I'm serious. I'll never back down. And she always said, Frankie, do you think you'd run for office? I said, well, I wouldn't back down from a debate or anything. I said, but the thing is, like, I'd probably end up, on the front page news, losing all my bank accounts. I'd become homeless. No, they take everything away from me.
Hoax.
And I'm
Frankie, do you know what? I'm going to put that to the test. Do you know what? I'm going to get I'm going to get a few of these recordings that you're being on, and I'm going to send it direct to Israel Mossad, and see if they go and get you.
You Giddy, so
if I don't see
you're
it
signing my own
after
death
a few
warrant
weeks.
then.
Not at all. I
You
love
really are
Israel.
Jewish, then. I knew you were Jewish.
Oh yeah, but I have a big penguin nose as well.
Uh,
No, I haven't lost very much
That's the
off
second name. That's the second name, Frankie. Cohen. The second name is Cohen.
Giddy Cohen.
Giddy Cohen.
Oh, Mouse, what are you giving out my real name for?
I knew you were a Scooby
Look,
Doo.
mate, you need to lay off that. No, he done it the other day as well. He did, and somebody goes, "Your name is Cohen," and I says, "Yeah, so what?"
Giddy Cohen, huh?
No, my first name is Raymond, and Cohen is my second name.
Yeah,
my
my last name's Muhammad.
My father's brother was Mossad. That's no joking with you, Frankie. That's very serious. I'll show you the pictures if you want.
All these lefties think his real name is Raymond.
So your last name's Cohen. I knew you were a fucking Jew.
Raymond Cohen.
Raymond Cohen. That sounds like a Cockney name. Sounds like like East End Cockney. No, they were usually called Moshe
hold
Blue.
on. Raymond is like, is it English or is it Irish? I don't even know.
It definitely sounds like. I met a Cockney, a Jewish Cockney.
Everybody hates Raymond.
I met a Jewish Cockney whose name was Moshe Blue. I shit you not. Moshe Blue.
Come here, like, if you can have a bit of a joke, but yeah, my surname is Cohen, but that doesn't mean I'm Jewish.
It does sound pretty. It does sound pretty fucking Jewish. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Well, it's not that. Like, my family owns chemists, okay, over here in Ireland. So how could we be Jewish?
That sounds definitely Jewish. Owning chemists. That sounds very Jewish.
Look, Kevin is smoking a Cohen there. And he probably is as well. No, Frankie, seriously, no. Trust me. Leave me surname alone and keep it away from the Jews. They wouldn't be happy that I'm talking to people like you. I get into a load of trouble.
I know you want that Jewish money, don't you?
Have it. Have it in the bag. Yeah, definitely. And it's like, the new Las Vegas is going to be the Gaza Strip. You do know that, don't you?
Yeah, and those, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Those fucking poor people are getting genocided, and now they're all angry and pissed off, rightly so. And guess where they're gonna go? They're gonna be taken to Europe and America, where they're gonna take their anger out on white people, because they can't go after the fucking Scooby Doos, because you can't touch God's chosen people. That's what's going to happen. They create the wars, then they create the migrant crisis. Then they flood your country with the migrants. I mean, let's be real. At the end of the day, Hamas was created by Israel. Bibi Netanyahu said Hamas was one of the best things that's ever happened to Israel. He'd rather have Hamas over the PLO because he knows they would be militarized and they could use that as their benefit. Everything that they
Guys,
do.
don't say that to the Frankie links. It's good to have Jews as friends. They're great defense lawyers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
I
actually
do
are
actually
very
know a
good.
couple Jewish lawyers, funny enough. And I don't think they'd give a fuck. If I paid them enough, they'd say, okay, I'll get you off. But no,
No,
seriously,
West.
that's what they do. That's what they do. They flood your country with migrants. I mean, I told you, B'nai B'rith, Jewish Family Services, Hayas, Hebrew Immigration Society, all these fuckers are flooding the country in. And now
Yeah, but
it's not.
Frank,
Let's talk about the
Frankie,
hostages.
well,
Hold
I'm
on.
going to
Let's talk
copy
about the
something here.
hostages. Let's talk about the Greater Israel Project. This guy's just going to be taking over every fucking property. Now you're going to see Lebanese, Syrians, more Iraqis, more Iranians fucking coming in, more Egyptians going to go after Egypt now. So it's only the beginning.
Well, we're not talking about the video game Frank Payne, or something like that.
This
You
isn't a
mentioned it
Frank
before,
Payne
yeah.
video game. This is the world video game.
Yeah, I'm just after looking up there your name, yeah, and your name is a Zionist name. Are you
No,
not? Are you
it's
sure
not.
you're not Jew?
How is Payne a Zionist name? Intrigued me.
Payne is actually a Jewish name, yeah.
Intrigued me.
No, it is. That's what it says here. It's a Jewish name. It's about
Show
500
me
years
right
old.
now. Show me right now.
You look it up on, put your name into
No,
Google
it
and just
doesn't.
search it.
It doesn't say that. I'll tell you what Payne is. It comes from Norman.
You're the Jew. You're playing us all along, weren't you, Frankie?
No, Giddy, you're a fucking Jew. So the surname Payne actually comes from the Norman invasion, and it was actually been anglicized. It comes from French nobility, Payan, or De
Comes
Payan.
from a Latin word called paganus,
So
is
Yeah.
it?
from there, it got
Was
anglicized
it
to
not the
Payne, and there's
small
two
hats that
different
invented that,
variations
though?
of it. There's Payne, then there's Pane. They're both
Well, hold on,
anglicized
Frankie. Was it
versions.
not the small hats that invented that?
What?
The small hats not had nothing to do with the French, though, no?
What are you talking about?
Well, think about it. You're always saying that they're infiltrating everything. So what makes you think they didn't infiltrate your name and you're not? Like, how do you know you're not a Jew?
Because I've done research on all my family. And there's no way that if you actually do know history and everything and actually do know anything about what you're talking about, the word Payne has no Semitic or any Hebrew like influence. It actually comes from French, I told you, De Payan. And then that got anglicized through the Norman invasion. And it came
So you're
Payne.
English.
No, it's a anglicized surname because a lot of Irish people will have surnames such as Owens, Griffins, Walker, Price, some Welsh, some English. Doesn't mean you're of that thing. It means your surname got anglicized. It could be the same in the U.S. when people came here, such as Italians or Germans. Their surnames got anglicized. So
What's your mother's name, Frankie? Surname.
her surname.
Yeah.
So all my mother's surnames are basically of Welsh and Anglo stock. Owens, Price, Pierce, and Walker.
Come
Like
here,
I just
you.
said.
I'm not that fucking old. I have a number tattoo.
Yeah, it's on his left-hand side. No, but honestly, that's just one of the
Oh,
stupidest
look at
things
this.
I've ever heard in
Look
my
at
life.
that. Straight away, Frankie knows what side his number is on.
Yeah, because my granddad fell off the guard tower in Auschwitz.
And he had a number on his
He
left
has a
arm, did
name.
he?
He's a number tattooed on. Yeah,
Yeah, my
666.
granddad fell off the guard tower in Auschwitz. Yeah, he was there looking at you guys.
Well, there was no
No, but
access.
seriously, Giddy, that's the stupidest. You better be joking, because that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
What's that?
That the Payne is a Jewish surname. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
No, that's what it says.
And where did you look this up? I'm quite
Google.
curious.
Google.
Here it says, Giddy. To me, it says no. The name Payne is not typically a Jewish name. It originates from the old French and Latin word paganus,
Mousy. I'm winding up Frankie.
countryman,
Fucking hell.
a rustic villager. There you go, Frankie. You're a rustic villager.
Yeah, there we go.
A rusty villager. I'm only
Norman
winding up
French
Frankie. I know
roots.
how the small hats get you.
Yeah, well, I mean, they use real names too and stuff like that. I mean, anglicized surnames to say that they're
How do we know that you're not Mossad?
because if I was Mossad, your channel would have got taken down a long time ago.
You couldn't tell us though if you were, could you?
No, I don't know. I'm not in the Mossad, so I couldn't tell you.
I thought that secret.
If I was talking the way I was, I mean, there'd be no way I'd be in the Mossad the way I'm talking about it. So
But if you were Mossad, you wouldn't be able to. Like, is that not a way of infiltrating people that go against the Jews? So you go back and tell them.
no, I'm in the SS actually. I'm in the Schutzstaffel. That's what I'm in.
Have you got the uniform to match?
Yeah, I do. I have the SS insignia and everything, and the death heads. So yeah, you don't want to mess with me. I'm an Untersturmführer. Yeah, I've come to Hunzi Untermenschen.
Now. We have to be a little bit PC.
Well, yeah, I am being PC. I just told you I'm part of the SS.
I know. Do you know what though? Seriously, no. I'll tell you something on that note, Frankie. If this was a UK one, you know, you'd be well. You're obviously not in the UK, but if you were in the UK, you'd actually get
I'd be
arrested.
dead. I'd be dead. Oh, they shut him down. He's so anti-Semitic. Oh my god. Yeah, they'd be all the fucking Star David. I'm just Israel. I'm on Israel. I'm on Israel.
I asked you something as well. What does the salute mean?
It's a Roman salute, so it technically goes back to Caesar, and I think it might even predate him. You know, the Roman.
No, what does it mean though? If you say Hail Hitler, what does it mean?
That's what it means. It's victory. That's what it essentially is. And I can
so
tell
you're not
right
really
now,
saying that bad, but other than Hail Victory,
it's not bad. Even Hitler wasn't bad. So,
so
look,
the lefties,
at my old high school, we did the thing called the Hymn of Praise. We held out our right hand, and in Mexico, when they do the Pledge of Allegiance, they hold out their right hand. So,
well, hold on, all the lefties are throwing that salute at the right people now. Yeah.
I don't give a shit. They're probably just trying to troll you. I mean, the right needs to start doing that.
No. The lefties are actually doing it. They're saying that because they're calling us Nazis.
That's stupid lefty right wing logic. The left right wing and the right wing controlled by the same people. Giddy, once you realize that and you have that epiphany and you wake up, it will be a whole new world for you. Until that, you'll be still thinking lefty and right, and it's all the same fucking thing. So if they're doing that, then I don't really give a shit. The right wing needs to do that. And by the way, they weren't called Nazis; they're called National Socialists. And let me just give you a little history lesson: 150,000 Jewish soldiers served in the Wehrmacht, such as junior officers and senior officers. Some being even field marshals. Some even winning the Knight's Cross. Hermann Goering's stepfather, von Epstein, was a minor noble who was very responsible of helping fund the National Socialists. Hitler also started something called the Havar Agreement, where over 600,000 German Jews were sent to Israel. There's been multiple accounts of rabbis basically saying he did not call for the extermination, rather the mass deportations of Jews. So this whole thing of calling them bitches was a stupid thing ever. And matter of fact, they stopped the Bolshevik invasion of coming even into further and taking all over Western Europe. And it was crazy. They say about he hated Slavic. There was over 500,000 white Russian soldiers that fought for him on the Eastern Front. Spanish soldiers. There's even 2 Irishmen that fought for him that we know of. There was also Estonian, Latvian, Romanian, Bulgarians. There was even African troops that fought for him in Africa. You could say it was the most multicultural army. And yes, he did have Muslim troops, but I need to remind you that there was also a shitload of Pakistani Muslim troops that fought for the Allies, and Canadian troops, and Canadian African troops were the root cause of basically all violence in the Second World War on the Western Allies side. Let's not talk about what the Russians did, though, either. And that death and everything has been counted by the Swiss Red Cross being anywhere from 270 to 300,000. And most been a result of typhus and mass bombing by the Allies. So, yes. No, I'm not insane. You're just, I think you're just a very gross, misinformed person who comes on here and doesn't say anything. And if you want to say I'm insane, how about you come up here and debate me? You won't. You'll just sit there and call me names. I'm giving you facts.
Frankie, when you were saying all that to me, yeah, please don't take me up the wrong way.
There's no atrocities. I just told you what happened. There was no. Hold on. I'm just talking to her. There was no gassing, none of that. And I just gave you facts. It was typhus. So, boom. I'm not validating anything. I'm telling you right now. Invite her up. There's been no roots of gassing.
You just reminded me of the film Reservoir Dogs.
The chimneys, by the way, the chimneys were brought by the Soviet Union. There weren't even 6 million fucking Jews in Europe to begin with. There's about 4.7 million. Exactly, Sean. Exactly. And this person who comes into your chats and other people's chats, I don't even think they're Irish. Like, come on, debate me. Come on and
I'll put the
debate
link
me.
in. Hold on, let me put the link in there.
Debate me.
Hello, wait for a minute there, and I'll see if we can get him in. I'm gonna put the link out there, so if anybody wants to come in and just debate what he's saying,
How we
please do.
saying? What's the story, bro?
Yeah, right, Shane, what's the story?
Because you know what's even funnier? That number 6 million has already been justified since 1919. That's the first back it goes. The Polish government, even going back a couple of years ago, brought the number down from Auschwitz down to 1 million. So the number's forever dwindling. I'm very curious. Very, very curious. And by the way, did you know that all the textbooks, McGraw and Hill and Macallan Publishing, is all owned by the Robert Maxwell family? Did you know that? Huh.
Or did he lady wear Jesus? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, so if all the books are owned by Robert Maxwell and his family, and did you guys know this? Ezie Wiesel, the guy who wrote Night, the Holocaust survivor, didn't even have a tattoo on his arm. Even Candace Owens talked about this. Is she anti-Semitic? Exactly, Sean. There wasn't even 6 million of them to begin with. Fuck me. And by the way, if he really hated those people, why did his own personal driver, whom Himmler showed that he had Jewish blood, Hitler didn't even do anything?
Links, just pop up. The link is up there.
Yeah,
Just
this
pop
argument
on
will
the-
go nowhere. Exactly. You're a fucking idiot. Candace and Tucker Carlson are crazy. Exactly. Did I say that they're sane people? No, I didn't. I'm saying even those controlled opposition people said it. I'm giving you facts. You don't have anything to fucking say except what you read in Macmillan Publishing and McGraw-Hill textbooks growing up. Thank you, Hugh. I appreciate that. Zyklone B was used to fucking clean them, not to exterminate them. I live in the real world, you fucking retard. Come up and debate me. Don't call me names. Come up and debate me. See? This is what happens every single time. Oh, you're an anti-Semite, you this and that. I'm not going to debate you. You're crazy.
Well, Frankie, there's no point in trying to debate somebody to come up. If he wants to come up, he'll come up.
Exactly, but don't call me names if you're not going to fucking come up and debate me. Don't say I'm wrong when you cannot come up and prove me wrong. You lousing, exactly, Sean. Come up and prove me wrong. Because I can play countless videos of rabbis saying enough to never happen. I'm not saying you call me any names. You're saying I'm fucking crazy. Actually, yeah, you did. You said I'm insane. You said I'm insane.
Hello.
Is this the one calling me crazy?
No, I've just come across the stream looking to jump in if that's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, for it. Right, is my audio okay? There's no issues.
Are you from Yorkshire?
No, Liverpool.
What?
Liverpool.
Oh, Scouser.
Is it Scouser?
How's it going?
Go ahead. You want to add to the?
You call me a lefty and everything, and you called me insane, and then you said they're a bunch of bitches, and you can't prove anything. Do me a favor and don't ever talk about this subject again. And if you do, come up and debate me. All right? I'm not a lefty. I'm far more right wing than you'll ever be, and I have facts and statistics to back it up and sources. So please, don't ever say anything like that. You're the
are you blue or red?
For football teams.
Yeah.
Red.
You're red. Good man.
So, would you like to add to this, Brett?
Yeah, I'm happy to. I was just looking for a stream to jump in and like chat whatever. So if you guys have got anything, I'm happy to chime in.
Yeah, well, we were talking about. Well, Frankie was talking about that there was no Holocaust. Let's say.
Oh, I jumped in the deep end there.
Yeah.
Bit too extreme.
Well, just like to hear what you have to say about it if you want to put anything to it. You jumped into a stream that is actually like heavily were Nazified.
Oh, that's fine. That's all right.
So go ahead.
No, look, I just want to say
I'm
one
only
more thing.
messing.
I'm
I'm
not
Frankie. I'm
a
only
nut job,
messing.
and you're an idiot. If you're going to say anything, come up and debate me, because I just gave you facts, and everyone else in the fucking chat is cooking your ass, Links. So shut the fuck up, or don't say anything, okay? Yeah, I mean, you just have an absolute retard in the chat. I'm not talking about you, man. I'm talking about this
Oh yeah,
scummy
no, I
idiot
know.
who won't come up in the chat and debate me. Wow, your family's fought every war in the USA. Good for you, buddy. You like fighting and dying for Jews? Good for you. That's a weird flex, but okay, buddy.
So Bear, you just go in and out of lives and just generally want to know bits and bobs about what exactly.
Yeah, I jump into a bit of everything. So there's times where I've gone on stream debating stuff, other times where I've just hung out. A bit of everything.
What's your view on immigration and stuff like that? Bear?
Needs to be heavily stopped straight away.
Well, that's good.
So are you one of
agree
these
on
stop
that
the
in any
boats?
Yeah.
Any military history?
I've got family military history, but not myself. I tried to join, but I wasn't able to because I've got like a really bad eye.
Right. And have you been out any protests in Liverpool?
I did go past the one that was on Saturday. That was a bit mental to see.
Is Active
Well, you said
Patriot
that-
still about? Is Alan still about doing his thing?
Who?
Active Patriot, Alan.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
He's the one who first basically showed the votes what was going on.
What's his name? The YouTuber that walks around from Liverpool that does the
Billy Moore.
That's a boxer, isn't it? Billy is the boxer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the one.
Yeah. Well, into any of that? Is there anything that you generally want to talk about, Bear?
I mean, we're on to like politics in the UK. I'm happy to chat about that.
And what's happening in the UK? Well, actually, you're going on the tour day into London.
Sorry, I just had to fix my mic. What was that? Sorry.
Are you going to the protest on the 14th in London?
that's it, Casper.
Oh no, it's just because it's far for me.
It's far for us too, but we're going over.
Oh,
Is
are
this
you?
true? Can you tell me?
Yeah,
this?
there's a few of
they're
us
saying
heading
they're
over, yeah.
stopping the trains or whatever for the 13th. Is that true?
Sorry, can you say that again, Frankie?
They said there's something going on with the trains, like there's like a blockade. Or
Yeah,
like
they tried to do that over here as well in Ireland when there's a protest happening. They seem to want to tell us that the trains are not going to be working and people can't get from Limerick to Cork and everything else.
Oh yeah, I remember they were like, but when the protest was announced in Ireland, all the bus companies come out and said, "Oh no, there's no buses today."
Hey, it's a lot of bollocks. It's just a way of stopping people doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Exposing Dinky's
Yeah,
frags,
thanks, Patricia, yeah.
Limerick, and one of them exhaust. Actually, look at Paul's there comment, Bear. You probably know more about what's going on here.
Yeah. I keep up to the stuff with, especially the stuff in Ireland, like some mental stuff coming up to that. But I mean, good on the Irish as well for standing up and going that extra mile.
We won't stop. We'll never give up.
No.
Never stop. We stopped the British Empire, so why not stop this?
Oh yeah. Did you see when the Irish protests were beginning to start? Did you see that MP that was in the Irish Parliament? She was like, "We are a history of open arms, and we should allow everyone in." I was like, "Hang on a minute. What is most of Ireland's history? Subjugation and fighting back."
rebelling, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that person that you're probably talking about is somebody like People Before Profit or Labour, right? So we have People Before Profit, Labour, Social Democrats, and Greens, right? And another one called Sharia Féin. So them four would not be really listened to by the general public because basically they're a bunch of shit. Sorry, I'm just getting into.
Say again.
Mossad attacking him. Mossad attack.
You still there, Giddy?
Sorry, it's my dog getting out there. Just give me 1 second.
Oh, no, it's all right.
We have a heat wave over here. I have to put water on his paws and everything. I try to make sure like the concrete and there's a little bit of water. There's a nice canopy when he walks too, you know, because dogs get overheat.
No, I can't handle the heat. Thank you, myself.
Oh no, me. I mean, I don't know what this is in Celsius to you. This is Fahrenheit over here. It's 83 Fahrenheit over here, but humidity's like 90%.
Jeez, no way.
So I don't even know what that is in Celsius with you guys.
You back, Giddy? Finish our story.
I hope is Justin Barrett okay? I know I always talk. I haven't Giddy said he had a heart attack. I never asked. Is he all right? I know it was a while ago. Is he all right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's grand now. He's on some I don't know, breathing mask he used to wear at night time.
Oh, the one you plug in of night and keeps the like airflow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, you looks like it's about I really do hope it kicks off in England for you guys. I mean, where my dad's from, it's all fucking destroyed. I mean, my dad's from Yorkshire, and it's completely destroyed where he's from. It's all fucking packies now and everything. I really do hope England and Ireland rise up. But
oh yeah, definitely.
Do you think it will happen on the 13th? Or do you think it's just gonna be another whole fucking controlled opposition psyop?
I think even if it doesn't happen on the 13th, I think it's inevitable that it will happen.
Well, we hope so. Yeah, we hope. You know, we kind of get inspired by seeing the UK flags out there now, and the same thing. The people in the UK are getting inspired by the people from Ireland, but there's nothing coming from it. And we're out there. I don't know. I've been going to protests for the last couple of years, probably 3 years or something. Spending nearly every day of my life doing it. It's not getting us anywhere. They're still coming in the doors. There's priests, there's local communities, there's local businesses all coming out and trying to stop these apartments being built in their local areas. They're going ahead with it. Doesn't matter what people say. You can protest and do whatever you want. These people are coming in. That's the reality of it all.
Yeah.
And it's when I see people like that fucking turban head who's best mates with Tommy fucking Robinson saying, "Oh, thank you so much. You know, I'm English and British just as you." That's a disgrace to fucking people, the English and British people, you know, saying, "Oh, I'm just much as British as you." It's that civic nationalism is what's destroyed the West, basically. You know, the meritocracy. Oh, if you come in and work hard enough, you can be just as us. No, race and blood matters, and it plays a significant role in our lives and our culture and our ancestors and our way of life. So it does matter. Civic nationalism is no way, in shape, and form should be contribute to being a patriot. You have to be an ethno-nationalist at this point, and I'm just being, blunt. So if you're not, and I'm going to speak in terms of Britain, maybe you might agree with me. If you're not Anglo or Celt, you know, Anglo-Saxon, English. If you're not Celtic, you know, Scottish, Ulster or Welsh, you don't belong in Britain. And same in Ireland. If you're not Celtic, you don't belong in that island. I think it's just rather straightforward, don't you?
It depends how far you go back with, like, if you wanted to establish a place of ethno, you would have to come to a mass agreement of, okay, what do we say is and what do we say isn't.
Can I ask you a quick question too, and I'll give you my answer. So is
go on.
Is the West Indies still part of the Commonwealth, like Barbados, the Caribbean, Jamaica?
No, I don't think it is.
Oh fuck. Well, I was just saying, if they could, you could argue saying, okay, all the Windrush generation, all the knowledge and expertise you guys have gained over here, and our courtesy of you being here, I think it's about time you go back and give back your countries of origins, your expertise, and all the knowledge you've gained from us. You see where I'm saying? You could.
Oh
you
yeah,
could
no,
do-
I see what you're saying.
It could be like those people, the minorities who are still part of the Commonwealth, can go back to their countries in the Commonwealth. That could be like a, probably a more favorable agreement between people who are probably more liberal or center leaning in England. But if you really want to get to the where people are afraid to, which is going to have to be done if you want to save the country, to the far more tougher answers, basically saying you all have to go. And I think you all have to put them in detention centers, round them up, and just bring them away. But there is a way. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I think it can be done. I think Ireland in particular, and I've said this multiple times, I think Ireland can really be saved because what is it? If someone can give me in the chat, I think in the U.S. alone, I think it's somewhere between 40 to 60 million people who have Irish ancestry, and that's white Americans. Particularly on the eastern seaboard and Massachusetts and Boston and New York are going to have some who are 100% Irish. In Australia, there's loads of Irish. In Canada, all of the Anglosphere, the Irish can simply just come back to Ireland and repopulate. You see what I'm saying? So you can have a resimulation, excuse my pronunciation, of your own people coming back in and breed with your own people. You know what I mean? Basically how like Israel has it with their own ethno-state. Ireland can have its own ethno-state. I mean, you guys already called the Irish Defence Force the IDF, so why not have Ireland have its own birthright? You know what I mean? That's my type of way of trying to get people back into their homelands and stuff, without having to have people from third world countries come in, and for the workforce. I'm just trying to spitball here.
Just reading the comments there, yeah. And having our
What you're
KFC
saying there
lining
as
the
well,
road all the way to
Frankie,
the
about
airport.
the Irish Defence Forces, IDF. We're the Defence Force, we're not an army. It's not like the British Army or the American Army, is it?
No,
It's
I
just
know,
like-
but what I'm saying is like the resemblance of you already want to become an ethno state is already there. You're a small population, but you have so many people around the world with your blood, and you can have them come home. Is what I'm saying. You can have your own birthright. You see what I'm saying?
It's something like 40 million or something like that in America or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it might be more, or it might be just at 40 million. But it's a very high number, and particularly those numbers are going to be very big in Chicago, New York, and in Boston. Particularly Boston is going to be the number one, with some even being 100% Irish.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Imagine like even 5 million or 6 million of them or something like that were to come back
Yeah,
here.
even 1 million coming back would be a big accomplishment. You know what I mean?
Well, they want to try populate Ireland up to 10 million before 2030.
But there's a good question there from Lady of Air. How many of the youth was at the protest at the Custom House?
Many of the youth.
If anybody knows any of the figures,
Well,
the
she's
figure
right
is very
because
easy
There
to
was
get.
only about
Two.
only about 50 people turned up, didn't they?
Well, she's right because the young kids have lost hope.
But how many of the youth actually turned up, Kitty? That's what she's saying. How many of the youth was at
Well,
the
listen to what
protest at
she's
the
saying
Custom
though.
House?
How many young kids have lost hope?
Two.
I mean, you have to understand. I mean, I'm just probably trying to give my 2 cents of a young Irish lad in Ireland. They're probably checking out, going, "What's the point of me getting a job? What's the point of me doing this? I can't get a house. That's going to go to a foreigner. I can't get a job. It's going to go to a foreigner. I can't do this. It's going to go to a foreigner. All the girls are going with foreigners." So you have to look at the Irish man's psyche, how depressed they are at this point, and it's not good. The Irish.
But we should look
The
at the
young
women's
Irish
psyche
men-
because
The Irish,
if the
young
Irish
men
women are
don't
going
deserve
out
this.
swinging out of lampposts, yeah, as I put it, you got to look at it like this. How many of them men that are coming in from North Africa have HIV? And I have to say it straight as it is. There's no
It is.
hiding
It's high
from
in
it.
those groups, Giddy. You're 100% correct.
They're going to spread HIV like it's never been. And it has raised in Ireland in the last few years because of this. And then it's like they're giving women death sentences on the street, literally, because they're raping them. Do you know what I mean? And then they're living with HIV as well.
Sure, Frankie, we were at the SOIAC building there about probably 2 weeks ago now. And I went over to this man and I says to him, "What's the story?" He goes, I am a gay man. I says, yeah, whatever. Next minute, he's sticking these labels on the door.
What?
And it says, "Boycott gay pride." And I says, "What's the story with that?" And he says, "Oh, those men in there, they don't like gay people." And I says, but you're sticking the labels, you're sticking those stickers on that door there, and it says boycott gay pride. You don't even know what that means. He goes, no. I says, that means you don't like gay people, and you're telling me you're gay.
See,
It's fucking, it's totally
It-
strange. The
but
first he was
what
telling
I'm
me
saying is,
there was a
Mousy,
word
look,
over there.
I don't even know where this one was. I mean, the incident, the guy who got fucking running down the street saying I'd just been raped. You remember that video? He was running down the street with his clothes. I'd just been raped, and there was a guy in
Yeah.
Belfast who was walking his fucking dogs, and he was gang raped by a bunch of them. A 6-year-old man just the other week in England, I believe, was raped by a bunch of them. So even the men aren't fucking safe.
And
No.
you see that they're entering people's houses now as well.
Oh yeah,
It's like they're
I
being
don't know when
instructed.
people are going to say I've had enough, because when the people finally
It's not that they're
realize
being
what's right in
instructed,
front of them,
Frankie.
the
There's somebody
numbers
that's
that they have,
instructed them
it's
what to
over.
do
It's
when they
over,
land
mate,
on.
Eddie. They
But
won't be able to do it anymore. Once
in
they
2
refuse to
minutes,
take a
there you go.
step
Yeah.
back from the fucking cops and they actually do something, then it will fucking change. I don't know what
Hold
will make
on,
people explode.
Frankie. When they're getting off them boats in the UK, right? This is what I don't get my head around, right? And Bear, you probably trying to agree with me here, right? Because the UK has one of the best navies in the world. Okay,
Yeah, the Royal
at
Navy.
very best, they could stop anything from crossing that channel if they really wanted, right? And they don't even try. They don't even put it out there a hand to try, right?
As a matter of fact, there's been videos where they've rescued these boats and brought them onto their boat to take back.
Yeah,
There you go.
and this is the Royal Navy, like, you know what I mean, going out and protecting these people.
Hmm.
I just don't get it. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why the fuck are they bringing them in for what? Are they actually got, like, if you have you have 2 million of them there in the UK at the moment, with a population of what, 89 million, right? Did he really need that many soldiers to overtake Britain and come around and jab you and make sure that you do it compliance and do as you're told? Is that what they're there for? Because is that the cheap labor that the army wants? And they're letting go their own military, yeah, and they're moving them all, their own military, they're moving all over the world. They're not keeping them in Britain. Do you know what I mean? And now we're trying to get rid of the triple lock, and they want to send our kids to war. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. None of this doesn't. But yeah, we're getting loads of fighting age men that are coming into all these countries right across Europe, and they're being planted near schools where they're going to hold the kids ransom. I've always said this. And then because they have your kids as ransom, you're not going to do anything against them, but you might not see your kids until such time that you drop arms and you don't fight. It's psychological warfare right now that we're dealing with. World War III has started, but it's not using any sort of weapons other than psychological weapons at the moment. And that's what we all need to be looking at. We don't have the defence here in Ireland to deal with such a situation. We've got 200, possibly specialised army rangers, which would be the equivalent of your SASPER. That's it. We've got like 7,000 normal PDF troops.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have, that's all we've got on a small island as it is. Do you know what I mean? And that's to protect our island. And in the British
The
Army,
rest
at
of
one
us have a
stage,
few spades and whatever to protect
well,
ourselves.
it's not that. Well, that's how the IRA started, wasn't it? But I won't. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Actually, that's how the freedom fighters started. It was like 1,000 men that took on the British Empire, and we succeeded. So we can fight off one of the biggest armies at its time in the world. Why can't we do it with this? And why is these people, our freedom fighters, not there to help us now? Why do we have to make a new cohort of freedom fighters?
Yeah.
Of course we do, Patricia. Of
100%, man,
course
yeah.
we have a free. We
How
have
we are feeling?
we have got ours. The defence forces would probably turn on us. No, Sean. Like, as an ex soldier
300,000.
myself, I don't think that would happen. Like, personally, if I was in that predicament still, if I was in there serving still, I wouldn't turn on my own people. Not a fucking hope in hell. I'd rather take a court martial or death if it need be. Do you know what I mean? But I'd not turn on my own people.
Yeah, Finn, yeah. half them in Finglas.
Yeah, especially given the fact that the freedom fighters were fighting for Ireland and its people. They weren't fighting for like foreigners.
Well, now we find out that they, except like back in the 80s, 90s, or whatever it was, we found out that them freedom
Take care,
fighters were
Frankie.
accepting the Quran from the Muslim Brotherhood back in the 90s, possibly, yeah. And we find out that a lot of them done things wrong to children. We find out a lot of bad things that's coming out about them, and now they're even going as far as to say, as they're threatening Irish people not to, if you don't follow this narrative, this is what will happen to you. Do you know what I mean? So you either follow the left narrative, or this is what's going to happen. You know, they're not on our side anymore. They're not freedom fighters for this country anymore.
No.
Right, Kitty. Are we going to call it a day for today and then be back on tomorrow again? Is that what?
We'll be back on tomorrow at 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to join, Bear. Just subscribe to us there.
Yeah.
Subscribe back. We generally have chats about varying different things. Ever what may be the order of the day.
No worries, Keith. Thanks for having me.
If you want to give me a follow, Bear on Derek Mousey, right? Oh, he's gone, is he?
Yeah, he's gone there.
Right, so we'll be back on there again tomorrow. Thanks everyone for coming in. Nice one, Sean. Same as yourself.
Michael O'Sullivan.
How are you, Michael?
Friends.
Thanks for coming in, yeah. Ada Park, Lockery, Casper, Finn. Sorry, Finn, I know you're coming in. Take care, Paul and Suzanne. See you there, Dublin Matt. Lockery, Frankie. Yeah, Frankie's gone.
Yeah, guys, listen, we're on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We'll put up tomorrow what we're going to be talking about tomorrow morning, so people can see what we're going to be talking about.
Nice
And yeah, I'd like to see us all in again. It's been a good little chat.
Take care, Adam.
Don't forget.
Didn't see you there, bro.
Don't forget to like our video. And tomorrow, if you possibly could you share it out, because we're trying to, get on a bit more instead of, just doing it once a week or something like that. We're going to try doing it once every night at least. It might be a half an hour sometimes, it might be an hour, it might be 2 hours, but at least we're going to try getting on and,
Take care, Colin. Good night to yourself.
Good night, Lady of Air. Good night, True.
Take care, to Ireland. See you all there, yeah. See you all again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
Yeah. See you there. Take care. God bless. Good night, everybody.
See you there, Giddy.
See you later, bro.